everyone. As we covered comfort measures in labor as well as establishing a doula practice, I thought it might be helpful to take you through a little tour of what I personally carry in my doula bag. And this is just to offer you tips and insights on things that have worked well for me and for my clients. And as a doula, you will obviously establish and learn what works best for you and for your clients. So first of all, the doula bag. This is my doula bag that I've had for many years, and it's tried and true. Again, some doulas carry a much smaller bag, others even carry the rolling suitcases. And you'll find what fits for you. I like this bag because by the time I end up stuffing my extra change of clothes, some food, and my water bottle in, it ends up becoming quite full. And so I'll go ahead and show you the things that I carry in my doula bag. So I like to have little bags or containers for different elements. And this orange bag is where I contain what contains the things that I actually use most in labor and birth. So I'm going to show you those. So we're going to go through. These are some hard candies. I currently don't have mints in my bag, but I usually do. So these I use in lieu of mints, just to help a woman who needs maybe a little sugar boost in labor or something to just comfort her. In this bag, I carry essential oils. And right now I have lavender, rosemary, peppermint, and sweet orange. And when I carry essential oils, what I generally do is in a prenatal meeting with a client, I'll let her sample the essential oils that I carry and smell them or put a few drops on her wrist so that she can tell me which aromas resonate with her and if any don't resonate with her. And I think that's really important because we certainly don't want to bust out an offensive aroma in labor. So those are my essential oils. And then in this bag is where I carry my flower essences, some homeopathics, and some tinctures. And again, depending on your comfort level with these types of alternative modalities, it depends on what you'll carry. I have some Simicifuga, I have some Pulsatilla or Pulsatilla, I have motherwort, a flower remedy that's called smooth birthing, and a variety of other tinctures and herbs. This is, once again, something that I discuss prenatally with my clients in terms of their comfort level and their opinion on homeopathy, on herbs, and on tinctures. So they know about these prior to labor, so that if and when I bust these out, they will have already been informed on their uses. I also carry a massage oil, and again, I generally utilize this in early labor when I arrive at a woman's house or the hospital and she just is in need of a little bit of extra relaxation. Massage her hands or her arms or her feet. I usually carry something like almond oil, but I don't have that on me now. But that's nice because it has a very neutral odor. And then in this bag is just a few miscellaneous aromatherapy mists. So this is a lavender mist, and I have another one that's a chamomile lavender mist. And these are helpful if you arrive at a hospital to just spray a few mists on the pillow and the bed and the blankets to take away that sterile smell. And then some gum for me or for a client, and lip balm for me, but I often pack unopened lip balm for clients in labor. For those who have forgotten their lip balm, it can be really, really helpful for those women who are really breathing and working hard and get dry lips. So that would be the bag here that I really rely on in labor for the aromatherapy and for the comfort measures around those. Okay, we'll move on. I can get this zip. Move on to the next bag, which is my personal little makeup bag. And so in here I have just a variety of makeup items, got deodorant, I wear contacts, so I have an extra contacts case, a toothbrush, and a pad. Feminine products, really important. The last thing you want to have happen to you is to be caught with your cycle starting and not have a tampon or a pad. So please make sure you carry some of those. Even if you haven't started your cycle again, for example, postpartum, I still do not have my cycle back, but you never know when it's going to come, so that's really important. Also, two things that I carry that I've found from experience are helpful. One is ibuprofen or Tylenol. This is actually Tylenol PM that often women who are birthing at home, if they are really exhausted and had a really long labor and need rest, some Tylenol PM and half a glass of wine is sort of the home birth epidural. And you know, my little disclaimer is, of course, for clients, you know, talk to your care provider first before doing such thing. But Tylenol PM for that. But here is anti-diarrheal. And I have this because of an experience I had, and I never want to get caught without it again. I mean, you can just imagine. So anti-diarrheal, absolutely, I think is really, really critical to toss in your bag. Oh, and these are the little LED candles. You can't see the light. I have a whole stash of them, but I'm not on call at the moment, and my kids already raided my bag and have procured these, and I'm not sure where they are in my house. But I generally have a number of these and some of the taller pillar candles as well that I keep in my bag. So that's my little personal makeup bag. All right, moving along to a few more items. I have my handy dandy rice sock. I have actually two of these, and it has a removable, washable cover, so that's really, really important, and this gets used quite often in labor. So the few other items I carry are a little stash of energy boosters like Emergency and Honey Sticks, and this Emergency is just the powder that you can add to any water or juice to give a woman that little extra energy boost when she needs it in labor. I also have a little tiny flashlight, which has actually come in very handy at a lot of home births and even some hospital births. The next few items that I have, oh, here's one. I have a little massager that you can use on a woman, and I actually don't use it often, but I have it because it's pretty lightweight. This one actually has a hole in the top that you can add massage oil or essential oil to, and it drips down as you massage a woman. You can also use something as simple as a tennis ball to do the same thing. Pardon my break in the video, my son woke up in the middle of it, so I've had to start over a few times. But I do want to wrap up and let you know that there are a few other items that I carry that not all doulas may feel comfortable carrying, and I discussed this a little bit in our coursework material. And those three items are a Doppler, a blood pressure cuff, and a very small emergency birth kit. So I'll talk about those briefly. This is my Doppler, and I've carried my Doppler for a few years. I feel very comfortable carrying this in my bag. And I will tell you that I let my clients know prenatally that I carry a Doppler mostly for peace of mind for them. I do not listen to fetal heart tones in labor. I don't monitor those. However, if a client or a woman is just feeling the need to listen to the baby, let's say she's laboring at home, then I offer the Doppler to her. We've talked about it prenatally. We've listened to it prenatally if she wants to know how. And she can listen to her baby's heart tones. Sometimes a mom just needs that reassurance. But again, I really believe that if you carry tools such as a Doppler, you need to, number one, know how to use them, know a little bit about fetal heart tones and what's normal and what's not normal, but then you have to think about what you're going to do with the information once you have it. So if you hear a heart rate that sounds a little concerning, what are you going to do about that, if anything? And are you okay with what the outcome may be if you do something about it or don't? So that's just really food for thought. It goes into a little bit of the concept of liability, but I feel comfortable with having this in my bag. The second is a blood pressure cuff. Again, something I don't monitor blood pressure, but if a woman wants to do it herself, she's more than free to do so, and I can offer this to her. The third is just a very small emergency birth kit. And this is something you can buy online. And this just has a few items that could be helpful if you really needed them. Some Chucks pads, some sterile gloves, a newborn hat, an umbilical cord clamp, and so forth. Again, never had to use it, but it's there just in case. That is all I carry in my bag, besides a few items I don't have, which are a change of clothes, some food, and a water bottle. I hope that this has been helpful in giving you an insight into what is useful in my doula bag and has given you some ideas for what you might want to carry in yours.